Yeah, street. Yeah, you already know what it is, man. Yeah, okay. They said big kill streak, I wanna be like you. Wanna walk, wanna talk, get my knee like you. Goddamn.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Sean Ford, aka Big Kill Streak. You can check out my music on my other channel at Big Kill Streak, but that's only if you want to. Tonight, we got another one from Kentucky Ballistics. Of course, what else do we do here on Streaker Vision on this channel? You know we like guns, we like ballistic dummies, and we like big booty Latinas. I don't know. Tonight's a little bit of a funny one, but when is it not a funny one? I mean, I'm going to keep repeating myself, and I'm going to keep saying that because every time we got a weird one, a funny one, a different one, I'm going to have to point it out. I believe the title is, How Hard Can You Punch With Guns? How hard can you punch with guns? Now, when I read that, I didn't know what it meant either. You probably don't know what it means, but tonight we're going to find out. So enough with the long talk. Let's just get started. Okay. All right. So,
come on.
not quite what I expected. I'm assuming he's gonna be doing something with this punch machine.
I can do better than that.
Obviously, right? Another skit, obviously. Another skit. You know how we do over here.
Absolutely pathetic. I
Root
bet
beer.
you couldn't do
Root
much
beer, root
better.
beer.
I've been
No
doing
sponsor.
karate since I was 2 weeks old. I will destroy your score. Yeah, okay. Go ahead, let's see it then. All right. Watch and learn. All right, man. I'll see you later. I'm off to karate. I'm gonna pick up some Pokemon cards.
Yo. Kentucky Ballistics!
What's up, everybody? My name is Scott, and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics. And this is a punching machine. And anytime I see one of these things, I cannot help but punch it. But the last time I hit one of these, it really got me thinking, how hard does a bullet punch? In the movies, people get hit and they go flying through 3 layers of drywall. Is that true? How much punch does a bullet actually have? Well, today,
How's
we're
he
going
gonna
to find
do
out.
this?
So,
How's he gonna do this without shooting through the machine? I'm asking questions he's probably about to answer. Let me shut the hell up.
obviously, the punching bag that comes on this machine is not suitable for catching bullets. This is full of air, and a round would zip right through it. So we had to make some modifications. Now we are equipped with an angle iron frame that holds 2 layers of level 3A Premier Body Armor soft armor. The only problem with this frame and this body armor is it's quite a bit heavier than the original punching bag. So we had to create a counterweight system inside this machine so that the resistance is as close as it was to the original. So I'm going to take some extra precautions just in case so we don't damage the machine in between shots. So this is 6 foot by 3 foot, and it's 1/8 of an inch thick of mild steel. This is going to cover up the computer and brains of this machine. That way, if we shoot this body armor and it does not catch it, it's going to hit this steel and we can continue on with the video. Now, you can't see the numbers, but I have taped a GoPro to the back of this steel so you will still be able to see what kind of numbers we're producing when we shoot this body armor punching bag machine. So I don't expect this first round to do much, but for the sake of science, we're going to do it anyway. So we're going to start out with 22 long rifle.
Obviously.
This is a Smith & Wesson Victory, and I'm loaded up with a 40 grain 22 long rifle. Okay, I'm very excited. Here we go.
Nothing.
Nothing.
That is funny.
So we hit right here. The body armor caught the round, but...
Fun fact, 22 rounds kill more people a year than any other round. Now, I could be wrong about the statistic by now, but I don't think I am. So
not have much energy to push this thing, and we have no numbers on the board. I'm not really surprised. Also, I just realized that this is backwards. This is actually supposed to be the other way, so I'm gonna flip this frame real quick. So up next, we're gonna step it up to the most common pistol caliber in the United States, and that is 9mm. I have a Glock
no 38
COA, and I'll be loaded up with some 9mm 124 grain Hydra shot. Let's see if this moves it. I'm very curious. Here we go. It moved it, but not very much.
Damn. This was a very creative idea, but I did not expect this to not move the machine.
We have a good hit?
Honestly.
Oh, the round is right there. It is stuck in it. And as you can see, it just barely moved this thing, which is rather interesting.
You know, honestly,
and we have a big...
I think where he fell short here is using the iron frame, because I feel like the iron frame is so heavy, it's affecting just how much force the bullets are exerting on the body armor. But let's keep it going.
Big old 0 on the scoreboard. All right, so up next, we're gonna step it up to 45 ACP. This is a SIG 1911, and I'm gonna be loaded up with some 45 ACP, 230 grain jacketed hollow points, and these are plus P.
Plus
Here we go.
P.
45 ACP. Oh, we got it to move.
1.
Wow.
Okay.
Starting to feel pretty good about this video right now.
To be honest, I think the secondary issue here is that these machines don't work based off of force. If you know anything about these punching machines, it actually is measuring the speed at which the punching bag is being sent upwards into the machine. So there's almost like because I've seen this on a different video, don't quote me, but there's like a laser in the upper part of the machine that measures just how fast the little arm or the punching bag passes through it. So it's basing your score off of that. It's more speed than it is force, essentially. So, yeah.
This is actually catching the bullets, and as you can see, that mushroomed all out on this thing. And we have a score of 1. I'm actually going to go ahead and just kind of pull.
But don't fret. If you've been on this channel before, you know this man has some of the craziest guns, like, out there. So he's about to shoot this drone with just some wild shit.
Pull these out of here. That way I don't shoot them with other rounds. 9mm did nothing. 45 ACP had a score of 1, but it did lift our body armor punching bag. So next we're going to try 357 Magnum and see how that does.
Now we're getting started.
This is a Smith & Wesson 686 with a 6.5-inch barrel, and I'm loaded up with some 125 grain 357 Magnum. Okay, here we go. Not much different than the 45.
Gotta love the slow-mo.
We caught that, no problem. Where did we hit? I think we hit in about the same spot as the 45. I can feel the bullet right there. And again, we have a score of 1. So the next caliber we're going to use is 10mm. This is a Nighthawk Custom 10mm, and I'm going to be loaded up
That's
with
a
some
beautiful
Underwood
pistol.
ammo, 200 grain,
Side note.
10mm jacketed hollow points. Okay, here we go. Dang, that moved it quite a bit.
South.
Still only a score of 1. So I definitely think it's going to take something pretty big to actually give us some numbers on this machine. So I'm very excited to try out our next caliber, which is 44 Magnum. This is a Taurus Raging Hunter chambered in 44 Magnum
Boy,
with an 8-inch barrel.
I know y'all see that joint.
300 grain jacketed hollow points. Okay, here we go. It actually knocked it all the way up there that time.
You see the bullet mushroom out and then bounce off.
I cannot believe that worked, but I bet we still don't have a score. Now we have a score of 1, but it still was delivering enough punch to actually lift that all the way up, which is pretty awesome. Okay. I think we hit somewhere in here. No, we hit right there. That hole right there. The body armor is still holding up good. Our frame, oh, looks like we may have broken a bolt. Yep. I hope this can hold up for the rest of this video. So I think what we are learning so far from this video is that handguns do not have the knockdown power that they have in movies. But before we move on from handguns, we're gonna shoot it with the biggest production handgun in the world, the 500 Magnum. This is a Smith & Wesson 500 Magnum with an 8 and 3/8 barrel,
Maggie.
and I'll be using some 350 grain.
You see how big the
points.
bullet is?
I hope this frame holds up to this because I have several other guns I want to use. Okay, let's see if we can actually get a score. Here we go. Oh!
There we go. Yeah. Damn, all the bolts came out that joint.
Get a number?
And now that I think about it, he said one of the bolts came out in the last shot. That might not have been the bullet bouncing off the armor. That might have been that bolt. Now that I'm thinking about it.
We did! 27. We actually got a reading. I am so pumped right now because I thought that we would not get a reading from anything. But when it comes to handguns, at least, the 500 Magnum seems to be putting out the most power. So let's check out our frame. We were missing a bolt here, but we repaired it. Now we are missing a bolt here. So this thing is really starting to take a beating. I hope that it holds up for the rest of the video because I have a few more guns I want to hit it with. Are you enjoying this video? Well, if you are, you better hit that subscribe button or I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna use you as a punching machine. So we were finally able to get a reading when we used the 500 Magnum. So now we're gonna see what happens when we step it up to a 12 gauge shotgun. This is a Remington 887 and I'll be loaded up with a 2 3/4 inch 1 ounce slug.
Okay, all right. I was gonna say he better be using a slug. He might knock the jaw out though. Ooh!
Oh!
Damn, that shit stopped it too. That shit, look, bro. Even if you had 2 layers of body armor on and that shit hit you, it might still kill you just from the force of the slug. More than likely caving your chest in. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What number did we get? 39. Oh man, I can't believe our frame is still holding up.
Is it though?
It is sucking this frame in. This angle iron is just getting bent. I can't believe that the Kevlar isn't pulling away from these bolts and ripping. But the Kevlar is holding up better than the metal, I think. We have had to replace quite a bit of screws in between filming. Cool. But it's still holding up. Still looking good. So up next, I was going to use 458 SOCOM, but our frame is really starting to take a beating, and I want to have enough left for our grand finale. So we're going to skip that and go ahead and step it up to our last gun, which is going to be 4-bore. This is my Christian Firearms Falling Rock single shot 4-bore. It has a 1-inch diameter barrel. It weighs over 20 pounds and produces over 200 pounds of felt recoil. And it shoots this giant round that is 1 inch in diameter, and this weighs 2,100.
Not the fly landing directly on his face.
50 grains and produces over 10,000 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. So I'm very curious to see if the frame will even hold up, and if it does, what is our score going to be? Whew. I would not want to be that punching machine.
Damn, this joint might.
Oh,
I don't
we
know.
got one shot at this. Here we go.
Damn.
Well,
Yo.
oh, I don't know what got hit harder, the punching
Damn.
or my shoulder.
It wasn't even no use in trying to. Yeah, he already knew it was going to happen when he shot that joint. That is crazy, bro. That is crazy. That is wild.
Woo! Like a tuning fork. Well, let's check out our numbers, shall we? 521. So we actually got a pretty good reading out of 4-bore. So I would say that when it comes to knockdown power, it's definitely not like it is in the movies. But if you were going to get close to it, you're going to need something like the 4-bore. Now, as for our machine, let's see if it still works. Oh, okay. Well, this part's still all right. The frame is not okay. You can see.
Damn, bro.
Completely blew the back out, and down here on the ground is
Pause. No, I'm playing.
armor.
I don't know if that's a pause, but he blew the back out.
The question
Pause,
is,
young boy.
where's the
Pause.
ground? Oh, there it is. It's right here on the ground, and I bet you, yeah, that is stinking hot. Man, I wish I had some pliers. Oh, how about that? There we go. Look at that. Big old hunk of lead.
Damn, bro. Imagine that joint hit you like. That should have turned you to pudding, bro.
Let's move this. Okay. Now, let's see if this machine still works. Oh. Hey! It still works. Well, you know what that
You
means.
see what I mean? Like, he just pushed it with his hand and got a 200 reading. It's a speed thing. It's not a force thing. And that's why I think maybe he should have did a little bit more research before this. No disrespect to Scott. Obviously, shit happens.
That means maybe we can have a part 2 to this video. I say next time we equip this thing with a plate holder that will hold ceramic plates, and that way we can hit it with something that's moving faster, like 223, 308, things of that nature. The soft armor was definitely not going to hold up to those speeds, but we were able to get some pretty good numbers today, and we proved our concept. It actually works, and 4-bore at the moment is the champion, you know, other than these hands. All right. That is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Would you like to see a part 2? And what guns would you like to see used in a part 2? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, be sure and give this video a like, hit that subscribe button, and be sure to check me out on all other social media platforms.
Sir.
Links to those can be found in the description down below, along with a link to KentuckyBallistics.com, just in case you want to pick up a shirt. And as always, my name is Scott. Thank you so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics. I'll see you next time.
Yes, sir. Well, obviously that was a little shorter of a video, and it's probably going to be even shorter for me because I'm going to have to cut that up a little bit, being that things didn't go exactly how I expected, and I feel like Scott might have felt the same way, and that's why his video was a little shorter too. Either way, I say still a great video. Definitely could have been a little bit more eventful. There's usually a lot more things going on, a lot crazier things going on. Either way, I want y'all to like and subscribe. We're aiming for 800 subscribers. We are currently up to 747. So I want to thank those 2 people who subscribed, probably from the last video or the video before that. I just want y'all to have a fantastical day. And night. Thank you.
On his nose, now he ruled off. Tryna hit him talking, he not showing me.